I wrote the song with my friend from Melbourne. I had written the idea walking through the city. All I knew is that I wanted a big chord. And just as I was walking down the street, I basically wrote the whole chorus. We wrote the whole rest of the song in one afternoon. And it really wasn't until we started recording it for the album that it really hit me. How much it resonated with me as a song. I did a piano vocal demo of the song, but it came across a whole bunch of people's desks, and one of them was Craig Kalman at Atlantic Records. It's kind of the song that opened a lot of doors and got me signed.
The song feels so good.
It feels great, but I like that it sounded like it started less deep.
Great, yeah, when we work with those notes.
I knew that I wanted one producer for the whole album, and so what we did was we used War in Your Arms as the test. It wasn't until I met with James Flanagan that we heard one version that we were like, I think that's it. I think that's the production. Working on it in the studio was a dream. It really was just the joy of putting it together. Like all the little parts that James had in his head, we just did the like hi-fi version of those ideas.
Holding my fist a little tighter, finding my breath, saying love you did me wrong.
With all the arrangement, it's still really playable on the piano. If there's anything that's like special about what I'm doing, I think it's that feeling of like a dude with an instrument.
I should have said I've had enough.
One of the things that I really knew that I wanted on this song was like a choir, because I knew that it would just add so much. And we asked the label and they were a bit hesitant, so I went in and played a bunch of the demos, but especially when we got to War in Your Arms, they just turned around and were like, go get a choir. And then I got to go to Nashville, and there were 10 singers. They sang the hell out of the song. It was one of the best days I've spent in the studio. I think in writing the song, we were very much telling the story of two lovers at a point where it's unwinnable. That layer is always there. When I sing, it feels more personal to me. It's not just a relationship. To me, it's almost like shedding the skin of another version of myself. Moving from Australia to America, moving from one label to another, transitioning out of my 20s into my 30s. War in Your Arms, to me, tells the story of letting the past die and being born again into some new thing.
All of that time it was wasted on your love. Should have said I've had